Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to wish Ramzan Mubarak to all my viewers and my Muslim brothers and sisters. Happy Ramzan, Ramzan Mubarak. In this video, we will discuss that how you can send an HTML array to your database. So, without wasting time, let's start it. Okay, here is the demonstration of this video. As you can see that I have a table name as skill, which is the column name is skill. In this column we will save skill name, and in the second column we keep the value that how much you are proficient, and how you put yourself in this skill that I have set that 100%, but it's not so true. So in the second column, just you can place a value like 100%, 60, 70, 80, 90, or what else you can this skill, this technology. Okay. So what is the target? When I had a new something skill over here, suppose Python, and I rate myself this just 45%. As you can see, this rows is added on your HTML table, in your HTML table, and I'm going to add some more items like Ruby and Rails 56 and MongoDB 7%. And when I press this save button, all these data go to the database at once on just this click event. It's time to click. As you can see, 3 records inserted in the database, and there are the 3 records. What if I and it's showing in the progress bar? So this is the target of this video. So let's start. First of all, I have created a table name as TBL skills. As it is containing already some data, I show you. Select all from TBL skills. As you can see that this table is containing some data which I have inserted recently, so I'm going to empty this table. So the command is truncate table TBL skills, which will make the table empty. Now you can check, table is empty. Okay, I have 3 columns. The first one is skill ID, which is auto increment identity, representing as a primary key. Second one is skill name, which I'll give from primary text box parameter. Second one is skill value. Okay, now it's time to go to the Visual Studio. Click on the Visual Studio. Click on File, New Project, ASP.NET application. Click OK. Select MVC. Click OK. First of all, we will connect our database. So right click on the model, go to add, and click over here ADO.NET entity data model. That's okay. And then select this EF designer from database, click next, then press this button new connection, and I have to provide my server name, which is this. Let's copy it and paste it. Select SQL Server Authentication. My username is this, password is, press check, and select the database. My database is DBS test connections. succeeded. Okay, press this, next, next, and this time I'm going to select only one table from my database because it's a demo video, not a complete project. So click finish. And wait for a while. Okay. After this process, you have to build the solution. So now I'm going to build my solution, build solution. The next step is go to the controller home and okay. Go to the web.config file. Paste connection string. Press control dot. The namespace will be added. Web application 5 dot models because my project name is web application 5. db is equals to new test entities. Save. Okay. On this section, I will return all the skill list on this page. So I'm going to write db.dbl skills dot to list. Okay. Now it's time to go to this page and start coding on the client end. Go to view and remove all this template HTML because we do not want this. Okay. I'm going to make a table DBL. Actually, I should save my time and I'm going to copy and paste the HTML and just going to explain this. As I have already completed this task, so I'm going to copy and paste and will explain you to save your time and mind. Just pasting all the code. Okay. Now it's time to understand this code. Okay. First of all, you have to change what my project name is web application 5 and here it is written insert JSON. So first of all, change this to web application 5. Web application 5 dot models dot pbl skills. This is my table name. Okay. This is meta tag. This is bootstrap link. Okay. So body over here. Here is the table. The first table. This is the head tag, and these two are heading tag. Skill name and value, which will look like this skill name and value. And the body is empty. As you can see, the body is empty because it will handled by jQuery. Okay, and in the food table food, we have a row which is containing a text box, another text box of the type number, and a button that does what it edits the record in the above body tag. It will work by this button is handled by jQuery too. So as you can see, here is this button. When press this add button, all these columns are added as a row on in the body tag, table body tag. Okay, here's the table, another table which is representing all the records that is coming from database. And here I have to write just my web application 5 dot models dot dbl skills. The first one is representing as skill name and the second one is representing as a this. How did I get this? I just go to the W3 school, just go to the Google and write progress bar, bootstrap progress bar. Okay, in this website you will get this bootstrap progress bar. Just scroll down and here is the animated version which I copied from here. First I tested the live. Here are some attributes. Okay, when I change this attribute style with 40%, when I write 10%, it shows like this, and it's still showing 40%, so you have to write here to 10%. So I just copy this HTML, this progress bar HTML, copied it and paste in my code, and instead of writing div, I wrote span tag and use all these class which was used in that div. So this is the class progress, and here's the progress bar, strip active. This is the boots. These all are bootstrap classes. Role is progress bar. You have to write the same. And here is the attribute which you will have to change. Area dash value. Now what is the value? The value which is coming from database with respect to this field. So I write it at the rate C, this one C dot value. The value will set over here. Okay, and in the width attribute 2, I have set it the value because it will, I have, as I demonstrated you, that how it shows 10%. And for the text I have wrote here to skill value. Okay, and in the last I have added a button 2 which will help us to delete this record, because if we want to delete this record, so there should be a button to remove this. Okay, so I have just display a button. Right now I'm not going to code on this button, but it is quite easy. You can Google, or if you didn't succeed to do this, you can ask me, then I will make a video on this too. It's very quite easy task. Okay, and now here is the real code of this video. The real agenda of this video is this. It's time to understand this. I just have copied these two scripts, and don't worry about this code. I will provide in my description link. You will get a link of my blog, and you will be able to copy and paste the same code and just do as I am doing, just perform. Okay, now here it is the JavaScript code, jQuery code. The first function is doing what? Here is the function, first function, which is working on button add. Where is the button add? Button add is here, over here. On HTML, this is your add button. The ID is btn add. And what happened when we click this add button? This function's triggered. As you can see, it's very quite small and easy code. So I'm going to explain you what happened when we click this button. A variable name text txt skills, another variable name which is txt value, gets the value from two text boxes, txt skills and txt values. Where are the text boxes? Here, txt skills and txt values, and save the value in these two variables. And what happens? T body TBL skills, descendant of T body 0, and we are making another variable raw, T body insert raw. Insert raw does what? It adds a new rows in the HTML table. Where it will add? It will add in the TBL skill table inside the T body. So where is the TBL skills? Over here, and T body is blank. In the starting, as I told you, that it will be handled by jQuery. So when we click add button, a row is added over here with respect to this code. And now as we have created a row, now it's time to create a cell. So we are creating a cell, row inserted cell -1, and in this cell we are adding txt skill value from this text box. Okay, as you know that we have two columns. The first one is added, and now we are adding another column. So we are making another cell raw inserted cell -1, and we are adding txt value dot value. Okay, if you have many more columns, then you have to repeat the same code again. And now it's time to add the cell raw dot insert cell -1. And now in the third thing, I'm adding a button which will may help me to remove the this HTML. As you can see, when I add this, suppose I mistakenly added this, so I'm willing to remove this, so I have to click on this. So I made a button over here which is btn remove. I'm adding a tag, just a single tag input. It's not clear yet that what this input tag is does, whether it is button or text or drop down or something else. Radio button could be, so in the second line, I'm adding an attribute type button. Another attribute is added to this HTML. On click, remove this. This is the function name, which will call on the click event. On click event, another btn remove class. This is the bootstrap class, which will show the button red and quite dangerous. And the last value is last attribute is value, which will show you that remove icon. So if you are not willing to write this, then set this X, so it will show a cross button. And in the last, you will add cell.append button remove btn. Button is added, and just clear this text box and text value. Okay, save it. Okay, what does this remove button do? As you see that we have added a button. This remove button as a function which is recently added. Over here you can see. So here is the method. It does what? It just delete this. Okay, you can just copy and paste the code, and you have to just be sure this ID should be the same as I have written over here. If you change ID from here, then change also in the your function. Okay, here is the code which will trigger on your save button on this. Okay, what is happening on this button? By when we click this button, this all this code trigger, all this code run. First of all, it collects all the records or raws in a JSON array. As you see, when I write G43 add, and when I'm adding some more things, dummy data. When I press this button, it collects all these record in a JSON array and then send it to the server side. On the server side, I have to write a function to execute this. Here is the code which does what, which collects all these records, all these raws in a JSON array. So first of all, I am creating an array, var_skill array, and this is the for each loop. This does what? It is collecting data, tbody raw, first raw. This represent that on each iteration it will point on each raw. When the loop runs first time, it will point this, the second time this, third time this. Okay, you have to be careful over here. I have set a JSON JavaScript object notation of an object which is empty. Its name is skill. I'm going to add a property skill name raw find td, first td. In the first td I have equation 0.html. In the first td I have what? I have a skill name, as you can see in the first td, and in the second td I have values. In the second td I have set it here, skill values equals to td equation 1 eq1 HTML. And when these two values are added in this object, I just push this object into a JSON array which is skills dot push. This is skill, so it will keep adding in this array, and I have, as I showed on the console also, to make sure that I'm going to send correct data on server side. Here is the code which will send data on the server side. It's the Ajax. Uh, it's all the time it remains same. You just have to change what the URL and your JSON array. What is the name of the JSON array which is going to the server side? Here is the name skills, so I am just writing skills. It remains the same. Content type is application JSON. Header remains the same. And data type is JSON. On the success function, when the data is added on the server, go to the database and added successfully, an alert will be shown that are records inserted. And I, for the showing the new records, I have write this code location dot reload, which will do what, or which will refresh the page. Okay. Okay, come over here and make a function. So as I have already made, so I'm going to copy and paste again. Don't worry about the code. If you are not clear yet, you can get the code from my blog. And if you're new to my channel, then please do subscribe to my channel. What? Okay, copy this db, as I have to write db. Okay, here's a method which is a post method. As you should write http post, and it won't any, like, because there is no any other get method of this name. So this method is what it is, taking a parameter list PBL skills. Okay, as you can see, I have set the same name as skills skills, which is coming from the client end. Same name of the JSON array. Okay. And if a skill is null, it will do what, it will add a new list PBL skills. Okay. And if skill is not null, then it's iterating and adding in the database db.pbl skills.add. Each each record will be added by this item s, and db.save changes, record successfully inserted. It will return inserted records, number of inserted records in the JSON. Okay, now it's time to run this code. Always say Bismillah before doing any development. This will make my work easy. Bismillah. Okay. Now I'm going to add ASP.NET MVC. My skills are like 90% on this. Add HTML5 90%. Add. Okay. If I'm not willing to this, then I just remove. As you can see, it's working properly. PHP 78. Right. Now I'm going to click on this button, save. It's saying that 2 record inserted, and here you can see that these records are inserted successfully. And now it's your home task to code on this remove button. When I click this remove button, this record vanished or deleted from database, and will not show on your profile page. Okay. Okay. So as we have completed our 2600 subscriber, and I'm really much happy to have as my YouTube channel is growing up. Thank you guys for the support and watching my channel. If you are new to my channel, then please do subscribe and like the video, and please tell in the comment section that how was this content. And take care of yourself. Ramzan Mubarak. Allah Hafiz.